Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about cell analogies. So first things first, you should have completed your eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell notes. Everybody but a couple of kids have not completed their the cell theory notes. And you need to make sure you complete your cell organelle function play posit with the Neva sisters and the cell organelle function foldable video. If you did this and you still have a 0 in the grade book, make sure you hit the sync button, okay, in order for me to get that. Right now, if you did not hit the sync button, you have a 0. So go ahead and go back and do that and look at your grades on Skyward. All right, so let's review, okay, so let's talk about the cell theory really fast, okay? Remember that all organisms are made up of one or more cells, so remember living things. The cell is the basic building block of life, or the basic unit of structure. The cell comes from pre-existing cells. Cells divide to form new cells, okay? Here is a plant cell, okay? How do I know that? Because it's square. I have chloroplasts here. Oh, here, I'm sorry, this is a chloroplast. Chloroplasts are green, that's the cytophotosynthesis. A plant cell has a cell wall. A plant cell has a large central vacuole. When I look at the animal cell, I see that it's round, does not have a cell wall, does not have a chloroplast, because remember that animals do not make photosynthesis, okay? And it has small vacuoles, okay? Alrighty. So today we're going to talk about cell analogies to help y'all remember, to make real life connections, to help you remember what a cell organelle means, because this stuff will show up on your STAR test in 8th grade. And also you will be tested on this shortly after I get back, which will be the 29th, hopefully. Cross our fingers. All right. So we're going to make several bridge maps, okay? You probably use this in ELA. So if you don't remember what a bridge map is, it's just making real life connections to help you remember, and also you will find this on the wall, okay? This is an example. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so remember, it's always better to use a pencil, okay? So my title is Cell Organelle Analogies. Okay, my peak is 7.12D. Differentiates between structure and function of a plant and animal cell. Okay, so y'all remember, it's very important that you know what each cell organelle looks like and also what they all do in order for y'all to be successful on your science test, okay? All right, so let's get started. When you're done with this, you're gonna do a Google document to help you strengthen your understanding of cell analogies, and that will be a grade. So you want to hit the submit button. All right, so number 1. Okay, I like to number these. So nucleus. Okay, we'll draw that. And okay, so remember, if you saw that there's a relating factor. So how does this relate? Okay, so a nucleus is like a brain. Why is it like a brain? Well, because it controls the functions. So we find a nucleus in a cell, which is a eukaryotic cell. either a plant or animal or fungi or protist cell. Okay, and then a brain you will find in a body, maybe a human body. So a nucleus is like a brain because it controls the functions. Okay, it's the control center. Remember, guys, I'm gonna go fast. If you need to, pause the video. Okay. 2. Cytoplasm. So what do you think cytoplasm is? Cytoplasm, in my opinion, is like blood. Okay? Blood you will find in a body. And then cytoplasm you do find in a prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. And it's the gel-like fluid. Okay? That has substances in it, like the organelles. Okay? Sorry, let me erase that. So cytoplasm is like blood because it's a gel-like fluid that surrounds the organelles. Okay? 3. Cell membrane. The cell membrane is like a gate. And you find a cell membrane in a plant, animal, or prokaryotic cell. Okay? And we'll say it like it's part of a fence or a house. Or it could be a door. Okay? Because it allows substances like waste to go in and out of the cell or the house. Okay? So a cell membrane is like a gate or a door because it allows substances to go in and out of the house. Now a cell membrane is going to allow the waste or water, food that the cell needs. Okay? Like your cells in your body needs oxygen. Okay? So when the oxygen meets your cells, it's going to go through the cell membrane. Okay? And then the carbon dioxide, which is your waste, is going to leave the cell through the cell membrane. Okay? Okay, 4th one, mitochondria. Okay. So the mitochondria you find it in the plant or animal cell. Oops, let me rewrite that. You find the mitochondria, its function is that it provides energy. You might hear people say the mitochondria is like a powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria provides energy for the cell. Okay, there's so many analogies for the cell, like maybe electrical grid, the lights, the energy, but I'm going to compare it to the digestive system because the digestive system provides energy for our body. Okay, all right, so remember, hit pause if you are not caught up with this. Okay, and then rewind if you need to. It's very important you guys take these notes. All right, so we're almost done with this. It's very important that we talk about each cell organelle. Okay, number were we on? Okay, well, this is number 5. Okay, 5. This is the vacuole. I'm going to divide the vacuole into the vacuole that you might find in the animal cell and the plant cell. So this one we're going to talk about the animal cell. What does the vacuole do? It stores food and water. The vacuole in the plant cell is like storage or the pantry. You can pick one of those two words and write it down. In a house, because my pantry is storing my food and water that is found in my house. So the vacuole is like a pantry because it stores the food and water. Okay, let's talk about the large central vacuole that's found in the plant cell. You find the large central vacuole in the plant cell, and it stores water. This is where turgor pressure occurs. This is what makes the plant rigid. So large central vacuole inside of a plant cell is like a water tank in the city, okay, because it stores water. Large central vacuole in a plant cell is like a water tank in the city because it stores water. Number 7, chloroplasts. Remember, this is the site of photosynthesis. This is where photosynthesis occurs. Okay? So the cell, the plant cell, and then what does it do? It uses energy from, oops, can you see that? From the sun. So radiant energy, don't forget that, from the sun to make glucose, sugar. This is photosynthesis. This is what makes the plant green. I'm going to compare it to the kitchen and a house. Okay. So the chloroplast in a plant cell is like a kitchen inside a house because it uses energy from the sun to make glucose. So you're in your kitchen, that is where you make food, right? Or maybe someone else does. Okay, number 8, this is our last one. So we have the cell wall. Does the animal cell have a cell wall? No. You only find cell walls in plant cells and prokaryotic cells, aka bacteria cells. What does the cell wall do? It provides structure and makes the plant cell rigid. I'm not going to have you write that down. You just have to make sure, and it makes the plant cell rigid. Okay, so I'm going to say a brick wall. A brick wall you might find in a house, maybe a building like a school. Okay, so a cell wall in the plant cell is like a brick wall in a house because it provides structure and makes it rigid. Okay, all right, so we're done with that. Make sure you go back and you copy all this down, and go ahead and finish your web quest for the cells. Okay, it's very important you guys do that. And when you're done with that, I want you to start your cell analogy worksheet. The cell analogy worksheet will not be due at the end of class, but it is due on Friday. Okay? Okay, y'all have a good day. Goodbye.